am Minister Dr. Cynthia Marie Whitney, but I'm not your conventional minister. The name of this podcast is Be Aware. Be aware of your thoughts. Each week, we will review self-realization tips using primarily biblical references through storytelling. We will reflect on our thoughts and become aware. Shalom. The very thing I was silent about all my life is the very thing God is asking me to divulge, my life journey. The stories I am to tell in my Be Aware podcast, Self-Realization Through Storytelling, are my life's journey as I live it. This is surprising to me, and it breaks me out of my stubbornness and, in quote, shyness. I was determined not to tell so much of my personal life, but I'm obeying God now. God, you got jokes. I'm to take my loincloth off and show the naked truth of my journey. I can understand the reservation in answering God's call. You just don't know what you're going to be asked to do. We must answer on faith and trust only. I thought my life belonged to me. My journey belongs to me. I started living by the motto, you do you, and I do me. That's the way life is supposed to be. I guess it's not true. I think I'm getting it, though. Maybe I am to be a beacon of light to many as you witness my perpetual faith journey. You get to witness and apply what works for you as I learn to master this game called life in my life. This is an answer to one of my prayers when I said, "Send me, Lord. What would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say, and to whom?" So listen, everyone. Oh God, I really believe that this was the month that I was to become wealthy beyond my imagination. Today is August 30th, 2022, which gives me, or may I say us, one more day to fulfill on my dream. It sounds funny as I say it now. In fact, at the end of writing this and praying for what story to bring forth this week, there are exactly 8 more minutes until the last day of the month. I also believed that I was going to meet the man of my dreams this month. I'll know him because his words would be, "I've read all of your writing." Did I miss him? Was it the guy I met on Instagram? In fact, since my profile has grown, at least 5 guys slid into my DMs in the last 2 weeks asking to talk. Am I understanding things wrong? Lord, I listen to my horoscope. Yes, I believe in the horoscope to a certain extent. Remember, in the introduction, I told you that I'm not your conventional minister. This expert in astrology spoke about these turn of events happening in Aquarius's life, and I felt the validity of her predictions. Or did I just want to feel it? My son said, we are to marvel in the glory of the Most High without trying to create God's perfection. Ooh, that was deep. What do I know? What do I do now? Do I still trust and believe? I'm not believing in the astrologer. I think I believe in you, Lord. I think I do, to make this happen. My dreams, that is. I know I will surely give you thanks when my dreams materialize or as they materialize. I think I'm believing in the work I've done up until now in my journey. Correct me, Lord, if I'm wrong. Let me explain myself. I believe God blesses those who help themselves. Like the song says, God bless the child that has its own, that has its own. But back to the money. I needed to catch up on my bills. The car bill is 2 months late, and I needed about $700 more to catch up on other bills. It's not because of my need that I expected an increase in revenue. I've been putting in the work to prosper, writing books, including advertising on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, waiting to be amazingly surprised when I open my Amazon page and it says 1 million people purchased my book. The news will report that we have an overnight sensation. And miracle, overnight miracle, 1 million books sold by Dr. Cynthia Marie Whitley. I see it happening now, not in my future. And it definitely would not have been an overnight sensation. 1 book was written in 2007, 4 during the pandemic, and my online educational program, Education Creates Masterminds, was completed in 2018. So let me see if I can find biblical references to what I am experiencing. I am experiencing anticipation. And whatever emotion or feeling is underneath the surface, which could be fear, anxiety, hope, trust, which can lead to disappointment or relief. And truthfully speaking, there might be a tinge of doubt. So let me check myself and watch my secret thoughts and feelings. In fact, I ask you now, God, to continue showing me what I secretly harbor, because I want to remove all negative chatter from my inner being. So here's what I know for sure. What I know for sure is that all of my prayers are always answered. I also know that I choose to expect prosperity, and I know that I live in a prosperous universe. So now I look for support of my claims. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know that the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give an expected end." And I choose to believe that the expected end that the Lord thinks toward me is prosperity. I expect deliverance, and I know that I want for no good thing. I expect peace concerning my financial affairs. I expect to be able to contribute to my children's financial affairs with ease. Psalm 62:5 says, "My soul wait for thou only upon God, for my expectation is from him. So I will not fear, and I know that my blessing is available for me because I live in this rich universe." In fact, I am the rich universe. Show me the way, Lord. Open up my vision. I've come this far by faith, leaning on you, Lord. So I know that greater things are available for me. Hebrew 1:1 says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. And I've made it my aim to live by faith and not by sight all my life. That's the only way I can be and do what I am doing today, this day." I'll conclude with Jeremiah 2:11. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. That is why, in spite of the date, I will continue to trust and believe and marvel in the glory of God as he creates his perfection. I'll see you on the next podcast. Shalom. can't wait until next week's story. Visit Looking for Self series on Amazon.com under Gershona Cynthia Whitley.